It's another new week of Life Picks with our colleagues at Life.
Haryanto, my brother is celebrating his birthday this weekend, so I'm actually looking for a nice place for dinner. We heard that, since March the 1st, there's a new menu at Heritage Restaurant Kin.
And Kin is, of course, helmed by chef Damian D'Silva, known as the grandfather of heritage cuisine. Well, food editor Tan Sheryin has tried the new menu, so let's get her review. Hi, Xue. Now, Xue, according to press materials, the restaurant describes its new menu as, quote, new heritage recipes, many more than 100 years old. How did Chef Damian achieve something new with old recipes?
Well, I think it's not so much updating the recipes because they're made using the traditional methods and painstakingly making the rempah, frying the rempah and all that. But it really taps into the zeitgeist. And you know what the world needs now is a whole bunch of comfort, right? And we are climbing the walls because life is uncertain, because we can't travel, because this pandemic has upended everything in our lives, right? So what we want out of a meal is to feel comfort, I guess, right? To feel reassured, and this is what Chef D'Silva does really well. So one way in which he has updated the dishes is he draws from recipes that his grandfather made when he was growing up, and also from family friends. So one of these dishes is called daging sambal hijau. I guess back in the day they might have used stewing beef, but right now he uses strip loin steak sliced thin. And what I love about this dish, right, is that there's this fresh element, which is the green chili sambal, but then the beef would have been marinated or rubbed with spices over and left to sit over a long time. And then it's put together so that you get freshness as well as comfort and warmth. And that contrast is really delightful, especially when you have a plate of hot rice.
Would the beef dish that you just described be among the top 3?
Yes, absolutely. So you have to order this for your brother's birthday dinner. I'm serious, you should order this. Okay, then the other thing that you absolutely have to order is the pork knuckle dabao. So every Eurasian family will have its version of devil's curry, right? His version, it is super fabulous. So he uses a smoked pork knuckle and seal yolk, and he puts it in this gravy. So it's not blow your head off spicy, right? But you get this very deep heat from mustard, and then you get this tang from vinegar, and the two together, it's just magic. And what's I think some families put a lot of different things in it. There's three main elements in his curry, which is the pork knuckle, so it gets a really smoky flavor, then the stew yolk, which adds richness, and then potatoes, which have been simmered for a long time, so they're sort of soaked up all the delicious flavor from the gravy. And if you have room for dessert, I suggest you save some space and order the kueh. So every day, the pastry chef in the restaurant will make 3 kinds of nonya kueh. So depending on what day you go, you might have a different selection. And I had a fabulous kueh dadar, and then there was a angku kueh, which is unlike any angku kueh I've ever had. Okay, the skin is chewy, and the peanut filling is not ground very fine, so it's a bit rough. And I just love that combination of chewy and chunky. It's super delicious. So please take your brother there for his birthday.
Thanks very much, Xue. That was the Straits Times' food editor Tan Sheryin. Now you can find Kin at Straits Clan on Bukit Pasoh Road.
That's right. Well, let's do a quick check-in with our colleague To Wen Lee, who's here to tell us more about arts in your neighbourhood.
It's back from today until March 28th, and it's right in my neighbourhood. Well, sort of, because I'm close to Pasir Ris area. Now, Arts in Your Neighbourhood features a total of 10 arts programs, including installations, music performances, and multidisciplinary experiences. Wen Li, what are the highlights?
Yeah, so Arts in Neighborhood is basically this biannual program by the National Arts Council, and it spotlights a different neighborhood each time. So this time round, it will be focusing on the town of Pasir Ris, and some of the highlights include a puppet gallery at Pasir Ris Public Library. There'll be a light display. There will also be a kind of pinhole camera and a roving truck, which will allow you to see Pasir Ris, scenes from Pasir Ris, as well as a visual arts walking trail called The Story of a Place and Its Name, which will kind of show works by artists such as Jamie Yeo and Nivaga near Street 11 in Pasir Ris. So it's basically about getting people to see the neighborhood with new eyes and appreciate art in doing so at the same time. The NAC's Facebook page will also have some performances which you can tune into, and everything is free.
Sounds great. Thanks for that, Wen Lee. We've been speaking to journalist Cho Wen Lee. Remember, Arts in Your Neighborhood opens today until March the 28th. Have a look in tomorrow's Friday pages for more ideas on how you can spend your weekends.